There definitely is a timeless vibration. There is an understanding that transcends the current limitations of today's world. There's a movement when the wind moves the plants, a rush of wind flowing from one place to another. We live in a beautiful world, and this is a beautiful gift for us, all of us. The earth is a special place, and why we were put here, I don't know. But it's very beautiful, and I'm very glad that we're here. You see, today's world is full of its noise. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but we need places where there's true lush nature, you see, because these places bring us into balance and harmony, of course. But the one thing that we do not remember is just how deep our connection is to the earth. And this is something we feel through us, through our body, through our emotions. You know, we feel connected to the earth. It's beautiful. Every life form, beautiful. And the world we used to live in when we lived in the jungle, however many thousands of years ago or whatever, was a very different world to today. Everything was intrinsically linked. Everything you did, you knew would have a response and something would happen based on what you did. So your choices really mattered, you see. Your choices mattered. And she's still going strong. And even today, with our crazy, noisy world, the heart of Mother Earth lives on. And all the greed and all the corruption that sits just at the top of society. It's not enough yet to have destroyed the Amazon and the species on the planet. But of course, and I felt feeling with that then, of course, it matters very much now what we do on the planet, because we're reaching that time where we need to really make a decision whether it's life or whether we wipe ourselves out. Unless of course we believe intervention will happen. You never know, anything could happen. We could already have backup plans. See, when I walk in a field, this has been deliberately planted and there's lots of pesticide probably, I don't feel the energy is strong, I don't feel the energy is strong. Although she's still there, won't you? Yeah. Still there. And you see, she looks over everybody. The spirit of the earth. She's very fond of you all. Maybe it's talking about me. That would be nice. You see, this is our little playground here. We've got to keep our playground nice. Got to keep it good. Let's see what we find in the jungle. This is the equivalent of the jungle in Kent in England. Kent. I think Kent is quite known for its lovely fields like that. I was actually just kind of in tears before at how beautiful the earth is, I felt a lot of emotion with it. It just came out of nowhere, to be honest. So I thought I'd record a video about it and stuff, you know. But, you know, as I run my fingers through this here, a lot of people just like rip it off, you know, because that's what, you know, especially young guys, or, you know, guys even a few years younger than me or whatever, you know, like we're not really thinking about the world around us, you know. But the reason I say that is because the state in which we were in before man got so lost, you know, was a state of absolute respect and reverence for all the life's creatures, you know. And this is the only way that the highest possibility can work on the planet, is by reverence and respect, you know, absolute respect for each other and each other's life form. You see, all these life forms are different here. Each life form is different, and so are we, you know. So we are coming to a place on the earth where it's time to respect each other's opinions and ideas and beliefs, and understand that that we need to coexist, you know, all nations, and coexist together with this deeper understanding, you know. How do we get there? Well, I think there's maybe a few answers, you know, but I go into those in my other videos. Anyway, let's go into the jungle, let's have a look. Got the stinging nettle there, which me and my girlfriend had been eating these stinging nettles because they're a complete protein, so they can give you a lot of what you need. So I don't know whether I'll be able to really stay aware or feeling what I was really, but I just really wanted to say how beautiful it is, you know, and how I think a lot of our minds and our emotions and the way we feel and our lifestyles are leaving us very, very caught in a different world, you know, a different world than the real world, you know. And it's timeless. This is timeless, you know. This is beautiful and timeless, and I could only comprehend it just before, you know, but trying to normally comprehend this, how beautiful this earth is. It's but when your heart opens to it, you really feel just how wonderful this earth is. It's probably all I wanted to say, really. They've been here a long time. They've been here a long time, these plants and this life form, you know. It's a world of magic and beauty, and I can really feel that. And the funny thing I was feeling was almost like a memory, like I'd had a past life here, you know, on the earth, and I recognise this. I recognise, you know, these species. I feel like I recognise them within me. So, you know, some of them have been here a very long time. Amazing big leaf there. And a lot of these plants we do no longer eat. We no longer eat. And they're the bitter. A lot of them are bitter plants, the ones that are left here. And bitter plants, I really feel they aid digestion, and I really think that they balance out the other foods in our body. A few people have said that our supermarket foods and the general foods that we eat have been bred to be maybe more sweeter, or, you know, mainly more sweeter, and you know, that the bitterness has been taken out, but we actually need that, you know, we need that bitterness. So I just wanted to say that you can really empower yourself by eating food from nature, you know. And a lot of it is medicine, actually. A lot of it is medicinal and helps the gut and all different things, and colds and all those things. And the other interesting thing, of course, is that the Amazon itself harbours a massive percent of the plants that they use in medication. So, you know, that's amazing, really, because Oh, look, amazing. Look at these beautiful leaves. I mean, how can you not see that as a magnificent creation, you know? I bet you this plant can actually hear me right now, you know, and it's thinking, what's he doing? Look at that. It's absolutely wonderful. I mean, look at the shapes in here, you know? What is this? If this doesn't speak art to you, you know, then I don't know what does, you know? Because, like, the entire universe, Earth, sorry. Well, the universe, yeah, that's right. The entire universe is art, you know. It's like a beautiful, magnificent piece of art, you know. Oh, you're so amazing. And that's the truth, you know. And this is why it inspires us. It inspires everybody. Nature, you know, the great musicians, you know, from the classical to now, you know, have all been inspired by it because it's just so magnificently wonderful, you know. Anyway, I'll just see if I've got anything else more to say and then let you go. I love looking up through the trees like that. Wouldn't it be beautiful to live in a world like this, you know, where we can be around this mostly without cars and distractions and things. For some of us, that's ideal, you know. I'm definitely one of those people. It is summer here, and that definitely helps things, and you can feel the vibration more. But there's definitely an ancient feeling that goes back with these plants, and they do carry an energy. But trying to get to the point where you can actually feel and sense that energy, obviously, when we've been so, you know, numbed out and dumbed down over the thousands of years. And that's the other thing, thousands of years. I'm not just talking about, you know, the Industrial Revolution. It's like resensitizing ourselves, you know. And before I did this video, and I did some others where I was kind of crying about it, you know. I'd done yoga this morning, and I've been running for days, and I think this is good because it's like putting us back in our natural state. We were, you know, we were strong animals on the earth, you know. We were really powerful and strong in the old times when we lived with this, you know. It was tough, but it was real, you know. And I'm only just starting to really connect with it, but the yoga seemed to help. It seemed to really help my body sort of, well, there's so much tension, you know, so there's so many things that we can do, obviously, to get more aware. And I'll put a link on this actually to someone else's video, Deep Water's video about that, because he put 10 ways to rise your Kundalini. So, but anyway, the main thing was just to say how amazing this is. How amazing. And thank you, that's my message as well. Thank you to the universe, from the universe. Thank you for this beautiful experience of Earth, of being here, and for all the species and the life that is here, and the ancient wisdom, you know, because it goes back a very, very long way, this wisdom, you know. Just turn into the light there. It goes back a very, very long way, and I really feel like there's a depth that's so true and beautiful, you know, and it connects us into this. It connects us into this Garden of Eden, you know, when we are open, when our heart's open, when we feel connected to it. And it's just the magnificence of it, you know. You think how big this earth is and how many species, you know. Do we really want to lose that, you know? No. Anyway, so lots of love to everyone, and cheers.